Birds of Prey came out.
Birds of Prey.
It's a little bit different than how it goes in the comic book. I'll give you an overview of how the original Birds of Prey kind of worked out, and then I'll tell you about the characters that are going to be in this movie. Birds of Prey was a team that was kind of created by Batgirl / Oracle, Barbara Gordon. Originally, it was Batgirl, Black Canary, and Huntress. I'll just run over the characters that are going to be in the movie. So there's Harley Quinn. If you didn't know this, fun fact, Harley wasn't originally a comic book character.
What, really?
Yeah. She was created for the show to be Joker's henchman in the Batman 90s animated TV show.
Oh, and it took on a life of its own.
Basically, yeah. And then she became so popular that she got added into the comic books, and then it's been smooth sailing ever since. She's a pop culture icon. She used to be a psychiatrist or a psychologist. The Joker tricked her into falling for him, kind of just went down a life of crime with him. They have a very toxic and abusive relationship, and that's been addressed in this movie, partially because the movie is about female empowerment, and then also because Jared Leto, they didn't like the way that he was acting on the set of Suicide Squad. Basically fired him, so he's not in this movie at all. But yeah, and the movie's about them breaking up and her. That's why it's called Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. It's a really long title. It sounds like a Harry Potter movie. But
she's free.
In more recent times, she's become DC's equivalent to Deadpool in the sense that she breaks the fourth wall at times, and she's more comedic, and she's kind of seen more as like an anti-hero.
Oh my god! You're pregnant? Oh, this is gonna be so bad for your career, but so good for your Instagram.
No. She's not straight good. She's not straight bad. Black Canary, she's in this as well. There's been two Black Canaries. Her mom was a Black Canary who didn't have any powers specifically, but she was just really good at hand-to-hand combat. And she had a daughter, and they're both named Dinah for some reason, but her name's Dinah Lance. She also wanted to be a Black Canary as well, trained to learn hand-to-hand martial arts combat. She ended up having a ability that has been now called the Canary Cry, which is basically the ability for her to screech really loudly like a banshee. And the way that she realized that she had this ability is because basically kind of like the quirk thing from My Hero Academia, where it was called the meta gene, where apparently like 12% of the world had like this dormant gene inside of them that gave them the ability to become metahumans. She realized she had that ability, and she took up crime fighting. Sometimes she's in a band, more recently she's been in a band, which is cool. Her and Green Arrow have been romantic partners.
Oh yeah, I've always noticed that relationship, even like in video games.
Most couples don't fight like this.
We aren't most couples.
Like,
yeah, even in like in Young Justice as well. She's brought up. She teaches the kids hand-to-hand combat usually. But that's her deal. Then there's Huntress, who is a vigilante in Gotham. Or in some continuity, she's the daughter of a crime boss. In other like alternate continuity, she's a daughter of Batman and Catwoman. But I'm pretty sure in this movie, she's just going to be the daughter of a crime boss. But yeah, her parents were killed at a young age. She decided to become a vigilante. She's a bit rough around the edges and kind of has no problem with using lethal force. She's good, like, for the most part, but, like, she's kind of, like a sketchy good that, like, Batman kind of has problems with. She uses a crossbow, which is neat. She's going to be played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who was Ramona Flowers in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And,
I didn't know that.
But, yeah, she's no stranger to comic book related movies. And then there's Renee Montoya. She doesn't have any abilities, but she was a cop for the GCPD, Gotham City Police Department. She had a hard life. She turned to alcoholism, unfortunately. She used to work with Jim Gordon. She eventually decided to leave the GCPD, and she became a character called The Question, Cassandra Cain. Her mom was a part of the League of Assassins, and she was trained basically from birth to be an assassin. She was not taught to read or write, and she also was basically taught to never speak. She was taught to read body language more than anything. So instead of reading books, she's reading her opponents. Eventually she becomes good, and she becomes Batgirl for a little bit, because much like Robin, there's multiple Batgirls as well. The villain of the movie, his name is Black Mask. He is a crime lord of Gotham, and he's very brutal and feared by many. He wears a black mask that's carved from the ebony coffin of his father. He's a guy you don't want to mess with, and he's being played by everyone's favorite, Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan Kenobi himself.
Hello there.
Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh my
Love
God.
me some Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Don't try it. Something's gotta give him. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And there's also one more villain named Victor Zsasz. If you've played the Arkham games, you've seen him pop up before, but basically Victor Zsasz is a serial killer, and he's an assassin. And every time he gets his mark and ends up killing someone, he carves a tally mark, or of his kill count basically, on his body, and his body is riddled with them, depending on...
Why have I never heard of this guy?
But the movie seemingly is about the fact that since Harley and the Joker are now broken up, any person that Harley had some power over because she was associated with the Joker, they're all out to kill her. Black Mask doesn't like Harley, so he's coming after her, and I guess he recruits Zsasz to help. Somehow everybody else gets tangled up in this for probably various reasons. So hopefully it's good. But yeah, that's basically all there is about Birds of Prey.